This is Newcap News with Gina Martin.
Wild Rose leader Brian Jean recently weighed in on the shutdown of a private school in Cold Lake. This after the education minister announced the Trinity Christian School had lost its accreditation and registration effective immediately. An audit of the school showed close to $1 million was not being spent on homeschooling families for the last 3 years. Jean told Newcap News that his party is extremely concerned about the many students who are registered in the school.
I understand there's about 2,500 students that now are without a school, and that has to be our first priority, to make sure that those students have a place of education and learning to continue on with their first-class education, and we're hopeful that the government will move forward as quickly as possible.
Jean adds it's important for the government to have parental choice on top of its agenda and continue to provide great education options to students in Alberta. This week's Healthy Living focused on tips for people trying to maintain a healthy diet amidst the sea of sweets during Halloween. Well, Josh Ryan has a few more tips to how to reasonably satisfy your sweet tooth while avoiding cavities.
In preparation of Halloween, the Ontario Dental Hygienists Association listed some tips for parents concerned about how much candy their kids will consume. It starts with having a healthy meal before trick-or-treating.
The fuller you are, the less you're going to be eating the garbage on the streets, so that'll be good.
Once the candy is accumulated, sort through the bag and get rid of the most sticky sweets, like toffees or jujubes.
Those are the ones that are going to sit on our teeth and keep sugar on our teeth, and with the sugar in our mouth, the bacteria in our mouth eats the sugar, creates an acid, and that's what makes holes in our teeth. Also, the really sticky ones are the ones that are going to pull fillings and crowns off of our teeth.
Once sorted, give the kids a time limit to munch on candy, then make sure they clean their teeth right away.
Let them have a couple treats, get that sugar out of their mouth, and hopefully there isn't too much sugar in their mouth that would cause cavities right away.
There's some ideas for dentally correct treats, like sugarless gum and popcorn. Dr. Jamal is a fan of gum, but not the latter.
I'm sure 9 out of 10 adults have visited their dentist from biting on a kernel the wrong way and either broken a filling or broken a tooth. So I can't really recommend popcorn that much either.
If the excess candy is piling up, swap it for something else, such as a night at the movies or Wayside Dental's buyback contest.
Bring that candy into us, and we can put their name in a draw for an iPad for every pound of candy they bring in. Hopefully they can win a big prize as well.
And finally, parents can follow these tips themselves to take care of their own mouths.
We don't need to be eating candy. We don't need to be drinking pop. We don't need to be eating chocolate bars all day. So the healthier we are, the better we're going to be.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
Welcome back. For the second time in 3 years, the Lloydminster Barons and Holy Rosary Raiders met in the Wheatland Football League final. And just like their previous meeting 2 years ago, one controversial play call changed the course of the ball game. Moses Woldu has more in this report.
First pass, interception!
It wasn't the way Aaron Harper or his Barons wanted to get things started on the first play of the game, as they were in a hole just a few minutes in.
Touchdown Raiders!
But with just 3 seconds left in the half and Lloydminster charging, this turned out to be the backbreaker. A 109-yard interception return resulted in a 14-point swing and a 27-0 victory at the end of the night for the Holy Rosary Raiders.
On the 3-yard line with, was it second down? Was it second down? You got 2 shots at it. You need to score to kind of get your team in it. I think I ought to run it, but I'm not an offensive coordinator. I've never called an offensive play in my life, not even in Pee Wee football.
I read the play as soon as he dropped back that he was going to throw the ball, so I kind of dropped off into my zone, and I just kind of stuck my arms out and ball hit my hands and just had to keep going.
I thought the scheme was good. The play hypothetically should have been there. Their DB made a heck of a play on it. He drove the crap out of the thing. I mean, we go in even 7-0. It's fine. The fact that he returns it for a touchdown is devastating.
Despite the game finishing in what looked like a blowout, the Barons' defense came to play, but it wasn't enough as their offense couldn't put up the points.
You know what, I thought between the 20s, I thought we played pretty well. But that's where you win and lose games is in the red zone and in the 20-yard line to the end zone. And we definitely lost the game there, and it killed us.
As for the Raiders, grade 12 Matt Kalfis was a huge factor with 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground on offense to go along with the pick 6.
Our whole team, even though we fought through some bad penalties, we weren't, playing straight. We fought through it and we won the game. That was the biggest deal for me.
At every position, we probably have as good athletes as we've ever had at any positions.
The Raiders will enjoy their 3rd straight Wheatland Football League title for the weekend, that is, before they get back at it, hosting the regional final on November 4th. Moses Wildu, Newcap Sports.